Hi, Tana Marshall here with your Feel Good Friday message. And today I want to talk to you about being a caregiver. November is National Caregivers Month, and we're at the end of the month, but I wanted to squeeze this one in there because if you have been watching me or making my Feel Good Friday videos a habit for any length of time, you probably know that I'm my mother's full-time caregiver. I'm also a holistic health coach and a certified law of attraction life coach, but that is secondary because my mom is my primary concern, my primary responsibility. So I'm sure there are some of you out there who are in the same position I am, where you're caring for somebody full-time and you've kind of had to put your life on hold and maybe your business on hold, or figured out a way to make it all work together. Fortunately, I'm able to focus on my mom full-time, and I'm grateful for that. But it can be difficult because really my life is on hold. A lot of different parts of it. My business is kind of right where it is. It's kind of in a holding pattern until what I like to call later, when I'm more available to grow it and better serve clients. So that could be difficult. And a lot of my relationships have, I don't want to say dwindled, but I only can get away for so much time. Fortunately, I have great friends who come to me now. So if people want to have lunch or dinner with me, I have to stay close to home because I can't leave my mom alone that long. And if I do, I have to get someone to watch her. I have to get my neighbor, David, who is a godsend, to hold on to the baby monitor, which I have right here. I have to listen all the time. I don't sleep very well at night because I'm constantly listening. I now I know what, I don't have biological kids, but now I understand. My mom used to tell me that she used to sleep with one ear open, so I get it now because every little noise I'm like, is she up? Does she need me? Is she okay? But it's primarily so I can hear her if she calls out to me or if she's confused, and I can talk. It's like a walkie-talkie, so I can talk to her as well, and I can get back there to her if she needs me. So it's kind of like having a job that's 24/7, and I consider it an honor because I think I've made my mom's life pretty good. However long she's going to be here, I'm glad that I was able to make her happy and healthy, and we laugh a lot. She's doing really well physically. I have her exercise. Her diet is pretty good. She's been gluten-free for about 3 years, and that has really stabilized a lot of elements of her health, her blood pressure, her cholesterol, the diabetes, type 2 diabetes. We are trying to get her off of insulin. That's how well she's doing. She's so well regulated. So she's doing really, really well. And I'm always asking her if she's happy, because I want to make sure that she's happy and she's enjoying her life. Because a lot of people, when they get to that age, or if they're incapacitated for one reason or another, they won't want to be here, and they might voice that. My dad used to say that all the time, and I hated it. I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. And I'd start crying, like, I'm not ready to go. And he'd be like, okay, I'm not ready to go. But, he reached a point where he was ready, and we were ready for him. It was time. And I want my mom to feel free to go whenever she feels she's ready. So it's a weird thing, because when you're in this position, you want your life back. But when you get your life back, that means that person's gone. And I've never cried in a video. And if it's a parent, you're going to lose that parent. I'm sorry. I wish I was one of those people who could just keep talking when I cry, and like the tear just comes, but I can still talk. Unfortunately, I can't. So if you are in this situation, make sure you get support, because you can't do it alone. You really can't. Whether you have people helping you out, I should have brought Kleenex next to me. Whether you have family or friends or neighbors like I have, it's really essential, because you'll kind of lose your mind. You'll be like this all the time. And that's no good, because it really is isolating, and it can mess with your head in ways that you don't realize. And I guess a lot of times I don't think about a lot of things. Good Lord. I don't think about all the ways that my life has kind of been put on hold, because it's upsetting, and so I try to focus on what we do have. this is where people who practice law of attraction, people who teach law of attraction, like myself, and my friend Penny Petty, which I'll show you our little community in a second, we really have to practice what we preach or what we teach. Because if we focus on the negative, we're going to get more of the negative. And you can't help but get emotional sometimes. It's just part of the situation. But you do have a choice of how often that comes on. And if you allow it to be your primary feeling and emotion that carries you along. So I try to focus on what we do have. As I said, my neighbor David, he's there all the time. He works from home. He is a godsend. Oh my God. He has helped me in some really difficult situations because he was right there and was able to run over here. And, he watches Mom if I need to go out for a couple of hours. My mental health days at Disneyland once a month, he's usually watching my mom for me. And then my friend Ann, who's her caregiver, will help in the evenings. She's here every other Saturday helping out. So I'm very grateful for all of the help and the support that I do have, because a lot of people have nobody. A lot of people are completely on their own, and it is 24/7 for them. There is no break, and I don't know how they do it. I really don't, because I would lose my mind if I didn't get little breaks here and there. And some of you also know that I'm married, but I don't live with my husband. I only see him on the weekends. So that's why help on the weekends is crucial for me, because this is my only time with him, our quality time alone. And it's not only that, but it's my time to just get away and be able to breathe and remember that I'm a person and I have a life too. And that's why self-care is so important in this situation, and you have to find what works for you. It's going to be different for everybody. Some people can actually get away for a few hours and maybe go to a caregiver support group or meet some friends and go out to lunch or dinner, and maybe even go. I've known people who've been a caregiver, but they were actually able to leave and go on a week-long vacation and leave that person alone. So there are all different levels, and wherever you are, whatever your situation is, if you can just find those things that give you a little bit of a break, a little breather, so that you can focus on yourself and your well-being, and remember that you need caring for too, whether you're caring for yourself or you're getting care from outside, whether you get a massage or a manicure or a pedicure, or you just go take a walk by yourself in some place in nature that nourishes you and feeds your soul and makes you feel kind of revived a little bit. So please find what works for you. If you're in this situation, and this could be a new mother, you could be a new mother, you could have several kids, this is crucial for you as well. Anybody caring for somebody else needs to have some me time. And it might be considered selfish, but selfish is a good thing. If you aren't selfish enough to take time for yourself, to care for yourself, you'll have nothing left to give. And if you try to be everything to everybody and on all the time and Superwoman or Superman, you're going to burn out, and you're going to get resentful and angry and most likely sick. And then you can't take care of anybody because you haven't taken care of yourself. So, everybody uses the oxygen mask example now. So I'm sure you've probably heard that on the plane. They tell you to put yours on first so that you can assist your loved one, your child, your neighbor, or whoever's sitting next to you. So this is the same thing. You've got to take care of yourself first, or you have nothing left to give to other people. And also, I've written a book about my experience caring for my mom because she's doing so well. And her doctor was really impressed with how well she was doing and how great her test results were and all that. So I decided to write a book and document everything that I was doing with my mom, for my mom, and for myself. The self-care section is actually first in the book because self-care is most important. So you come first in the book, I come first in the book. So that's there, but then everything else I do for my mom, and it is specific to our situation where she's older, she's going to be 88 soon, and she's got dementia, mild dementia, type 2 diabetes, congestive heart failure, arthritis, managing prescriptions and insulin shots and senior daycare and making sure she exercises and her diet and her schedule and taking care of all the finances for everything. And, the list goes on and on and on. So I've put pretty much everything that I could think of about our routine, about how I care for myself, how I care for her, how I manage things while I'm taking care of all of that. I put it all in here for you. So if you need some help, you need some support, this is available at Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. So it's here for you. This is my way of supporting you virtually. So I wrote this for you if you're in the same situation I am. So I just want to let you know that support is available for you. Doing these videos for you actually helps me. It makes me feel connected to the outside world since I'm somewhat isolated in my situation. So I want to thank you for being here, and thank you for watching, and thank you for your comments, and for just making your presence known that you are watching and that this is helping you in some way, because it's actually helping me too. Even though I'm wanting to provide information to you to inspire you and empower you and help you have a better understanding of the law of attraction and utilize it to create whatever you want in your life, you're helping me by being here. So thank you. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you for helping me feel connected, stay connected to the outside world until I can actually be more. I mean, I'll always still keep doing these weekly videos, but for now, this is pretty much it. So I appreciate it. So, and if you do enjoy these videos, please remember to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I would so love to have you there. And if you think this would help somebody else, feel free to forward it on to them so they can get some support too. And if you would like these videos delivered straight to your inbox every Friday, jump over to my website, TanaMarshall.com, and get on the mailing list. There's a free gift for you there, and I share a few little tidbits and insights in my emails to my list that I only share with those people. So we'd love to have you there. Come over and join us. And with that, I just want to wish you a great weekend. If you're caring for someone, find something to do for yourself this weekend that's just for you, to make sure that you feel cared for, that you feel nurtured in some way. And just know that I'm sending you love. I'm sending nurturing energy through this video to you so that you know you have support. You're not alone. There are people here for you. I'm here for you. And I appreciate you being there for me. It's a mutual thing, and it's good because we need each other. So thank you so much again for watching. Thank you for bearing with me while I teared up a little bit. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time.